Motorists traversing EDSA fear that the traffic might just get heavier. Because not one but two more bridges along the major thoroughfare are set to be closed to repairs this year. Gerard De La Peña has all the details on that. Tell us more, Gerard.
Reg, though repairs along the southbound lane of the Kamuning flyover have yet to be completed, 3 more bridges are also scheduled for closure later this year, also to make way for repairs. This month, the Magallanes flyover is targeted to be closed for repairs. Bridge reinforcement will be added underneath the flyover to strengthen it. The budget for its rehabilitation is up to over 200 million pesos. Authorities say repairs could take at least 6 months. But until now, there is no exact date on when it will begin. Despite this, motorists will still be able to access the Magallanes interchange.
Gusto namin kasing hindi magsabay ang pagsasara with Kamuning flyover. Kaya ang unahin namin sa Magallanes flyover, southbound, ay yung paglalagay muna ng mga carbon fiber sheet.
Meanwhile, before end 2024, repair works will also be done simultaneously on the Guadalupe Bridge in Makati and the Lambingan Bridge right at the boundary of Manila and Mandaluyong. The bridges will undergo almost a major overhaul as there is a lot that needs to be repaired. The Guadalupe Bridge is now 6 years old, and since 2012, the Japan International Cooperation Agency or JICA has been recommending the retrofitting of the Guadalupe Bridge after spotting cracks on its foundations. Authorities say they will strengthen the bridges in preparation for the big one or the forecasted large earthquake that could hit Metro Manila.
Hindi naman daw po masasara totally ang Guadalupe Bridge, at aside po dun maggagawa din sila ng detour bridges sa upstream at downstream portion para po hindi ganon ka-traffic kapag po ginawa ang Guadalupe Bridge.
But motorists are not convinced.
Sobrang traffic na yan, sir. Lalo, mahirapan namin paikot-ikot yan. Lalo na ako, pag ikot-ikot ako saan dadaan.
Earlier today, heavy traffic has been observed on the southbound lane of EDSA Kamuning as repairs on the Kamuning flyover are underway. Reg, to ease the traffic, the MMDA continues to conduct clearing operations on alternate routes such as Sergeant Esguerra Avenue. Just this morning, 17 have received violation tickets for illegal parking on the alternate route. Reg.
Thanks for that update, Gerard De La Peña.
And here to talk to us about these repair works and how the government plans to mitigate the expected heavier traffic along EDSA, we have with us on the line Public Works and Highway Secretary Manuel Bonoan. Repairs for the Kamuning Bridge flyover are underway. Ngayon, dalawa na naman po, Magallanes, pati itong Guadalupe Bridge. What kind of a overhaul are we looking at, and what issues do we currently have when it comes to how strong these flyovers are? Yung Magallanes po tsaka yung Guadalupe.
Well, actually, we have a program of retrofitting all the major structures along EDSA, the flyovers. Magallanes, you mentioned Magallanes flyover and ano pa yung isa? Guadalupe Bridge. Guadalupe Bridge, we need to strengthen yung dalawang adjacent structures, no? Because Guadalupe Bridge, meron yung major structure in the middle, and there are two other structures yung on the sides, no? This has to be repaired. And Magallanes flyover, we need to replace actually yung longitudinal expansion joint, which is worn out actually. Nonetheless, what we are saying is actually that we need to finish muna sana substantially yung Kamuning flyover project that we're undertaking right now before we start any of these two other projects, eventually the later part of this year.
Okay. I guess, Secretary Bonoan, yung kinakatakutan ng mga tao, as usual, bonggang-bonggang traffic pag magsara nga itong mga flyover natin. Meron na po ba tayong, kumbaga, task force, or have we created some sort of working group to figure out new alternate routes, or are we just going to use the usual, yung mga mabuhay lanes that are already existing?
Ganito po yan, Ana. Before we start any project along EDSA, we have to coordinate with the Metropolitan Development Authority because they are the one in charge of managing the traffic. This is fully coordinated with them to take charge of the rerouting and yung traffic management if we are going to close parts of these structures actually. So parang yung dito sa Kamuning flyover, this has been well coordinated with MMDA, who is now doing the traffic management in that area. Now, our project in the Kamuning flyover is that we are replacing actually the southbound slab carriageway of that flyover. Schedule namin is actually, as I understand, is up to October this year, but we will try to expedite the implementation of the works on this slab so that in the shortest possible time, because we did not wait until October to finish it. We'll take advantage of the good weather conditions prevailing right now. But then it still is going to be a little more work to be done there. After that, traffic can go on top of the structure while we are doing some of the retrofitting works underneath the bridge. It may not cause up to the traffic sa baba. With that, after the slab repair, we might start yung replacement of yung sa Magallanes flyover expansion joint, because this is imposing danger to motorists already, so we need to do this quickly also.
Secretary Bonoan, I'm just wondering why these repair works, and these are major thoroughfares, why they had to be done all at the same time. For instance, for Guadalupe Bridge, as we just reported, JICA, which is funding the project, had actually, I'm sorry, not funding, but JICA, the Japan Cooperation Agency, had recommended that it be retrofitted as far back as 2012, so 12 years ago. Why are we only doing it now, and why all at the same time with the other repairs?
There are many other preparations actually that we have to do actually yung design work, so we have to prepare for the budget. We need to prepare the coordinate with local governments and actually MMDA for the rerouting of the traffic management. It took us some time actually to start the project, but the implementation of Guadalupe Bridge may be implemented towards the latter part of this year actually.
But we never considered, for instance, staggering the repair works, for instance, Guadalupe first and then Magallanes flyover, just to head off the main complaint, which is going to be heavier traffic in those areas, right?
We're not going to do it simultaneously actually. We'll see to it that these are properly coordinated with the Metropolitan Development Authority. We're not going to start any project unless the Metropolitan Development Authority will tell us actually that we can start actually.
Okay,
So this is fully coordinated with the MMDA.
Okay. Secretary Bonoan, just to confirm the timelines again, we already know that Kamuning is scheduled to end on October 25 or around 6 months. Your office has also said that the Magallanes repairs will take about 6 months, but the Guadalupe Bridge retrofitting will take around a little bit longer, or around 3 years. Can you confirm that these are how long?
More or less, but the Guadalupe Bridge is more on the underneath structures that will be repaired actually. Yung underneath structures of Guadalupe Bridge will be the ones to be retrofitted and strengthened actually.
Meaning to say, Secretary, makakadaan pa rin yung mga kotse sa taas.
I think so, but we will of course schedule actually yung baka yung light vehicles lang muna while we are doing actually yung underneath structures actually.
Okay, Secretary, doon po sa report ni Gerard de la Peña na banggit po niya magkakaroon ng parang upstream, downstream na daanan dito sa may Guadalupe Bridge. Are you going to construct other lanes to be able to accommodate while it's under construction?
We'll see yung alternate structures muna yung nasabi siguro for that, no. Para maibsan lang yung traffic. We are planning actually to do that actually.
Would this be similar, Secretary Bonoan, to to the proposal of former DPWH Secretary Mark Villar. Nung time kasi po niya, meron siyang sinasabi na kumbaga kung may dalawang temporary lanes on either side, northbound, isa doon sa southbound, na parang gaganon sa gilid daw nung existing bridge. Yung po ba yung pinag-uusapan natin right now? Or is it a different workaround?
It is more or less the same actually, but we will do it on a sequence actually. Siguro, firstly, yung southbound muna, and then we will transfer to the northbound.
Okay.
Para hindi naman maging simultaneous ang trabaho, para hindi masyadong maapektuhan yung traffic dyan sa area na yan.
Secretary Bonoan, dun po sa study ng JICA, meron po silang na-identify na 43 critical bridges in NCR that may be affected by the big one. After po nung tatlo, yung Magallanes, Camuning at Guadalupe, ano pa po yung tinitingnan po nating will be under repair?
Yes, these are all identified, and actually mga major structures like there are other flyovers actually along EDSA, and actually these are also going to be retrofitted. No, I hope that many of these structures we will be undertaking it with non-destructive methods. Kasi kagaya niyang for as long as the carriageway are still found to be strong enough, then yung retrofitting works namin na gagawin siguro will be underneath structures with yung non-destructive methods like using carbon fiber. Yung mga ganong issues lang, no? But these are going to be all scheduled in sequence actually. Para hindi ma-disrupt masyado ang traffic along it.
But at least for this year, how many more are you looking to do? How many more projects?
For this year, I think if at all, actually, we will start with the Guadalupe Bridge, the foreign assisted project, towards the latter part of this year. And then, of course, yung it's Magallanes, for as long as we are able to come up with the rerouting plan. Madali lang naman siguro yung it will not be totally closed, but I understand kasi yung papalitan lang naman doon sa actually yung expansion journeys actually.
Here's to hoping that traffic won't be brutal and that everything's been sorted out. Maraming salamat po para sa inyong oras.